All right, all right. We're gonna get the party started here. A little bit of Earth, Wind, and Fire for you all. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you all so much for joining. Really excited to be here with you today. We've got a super incredible group coming on. The numbers are growing, counting, going up, but we're gonna go ahead and get rolling. And I know others will be joining as we go. My name is Steve Barry. I am the Director of Sales at Trilogy by Shea Homes, and I'm super delighted to be joined here today by Veronica Fragoso, Trilogy's Director of Marketing. Welcome, Veronica.
Hi, everybody.
How are you? You look great.
I am fantastic, and I am excited to be here today.
Fantastic. We're super pumped to have you, Veronica. And I don't want to date you, but I was reminded in looking at your bio that you have been at Trilogy for a little over 15 years.
Right.
We're almost the same age in Trilogy years, and we both started, almost at birth.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So during that time, in all honesty, Veronica's had an incredible journey and an opportunity to really work in multiple different roles throughout the organization. And it's given her a fantastic understanding of all the different facets associated in our business and in our organization. And but I would say that she is truly an expert in the topic that we're going to be covering today, which is displayed right here, shopping tools to make your home buying easier. So I'm really excited to have her. She's an expert in this area. And Veronica, thank you so much for being with us. And once again, thank you all for joining. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get stuck right in here. We're going to do a little bit of housekeeping and just kind of give you a high-level overview of the agenda that we have for you here today. We believe it's going to be super fun, and it also should be super informative. It is a active session, so we are going to have some Q&A. The first thing I will be covering is how to participate in that. Then I want to for sure let you know if you just get so excited and you just have to plan a visit right away, or there's specific details you need about a community, pricing, availability, something like that. I want to make sure that that's front and center so you know exactly how to contact us and schedule a visit. We'll be covering that. Then we'll really be getting into the meat of the presentation. We'll be pivoting to Veronica, and she'll be sharing her screen to take us through some of these shopping and exploration tools. I would call them exploration tools. And it's going to be great. It really doesn't seem all that long ago that we began work on what is our current website today. And internally here, we sometimes think about it as our new website. But when we embarked on that, we spent a ton of time and effort and energy into just really wanting to develop all these tools that would be immersive and that would be very robust and that would really help all of the visitors to those sites really just be able to just shop and explore and just really get a lot of leverage, because there's so much that they want to know and understand. And we just wanted those to be, just really incredible. And so it's pretty exciting here to be able to jump into those today. Now, that said, there are some nuance in how they work, and sometimes it can be difficult to find them. So it's really going to be great to get all these insider sort of tips and tricks from Veronica. And don't worry if that all sounded a little bit complex, because I will remind you that this session is being recorded and then we will post it out on the website. So if you need to go back and catch up on something that you missed, you will absolutely be able to. So first up, here's the Q&A. Now, whether this is your first Zoom meeting or you are a dyed-in-the-wool veteran of Zoom, it's always great to have a little refresher. Q&A button, you should see it, looks right like I'm showing you here on the screen. It's circled there in green. You're just going to hit that button, and that will allow you to ask questions in this session. I do request that the questions be relevant to today's topic, that we stay on topic. If you have other questions, and you might, about different communities, I mentioned some of those things earlier. What about Trilogy at Verde River? What about availability there? that's really when you want to be looking to dial that 800 number and sort of take that next step and schedule a visit. But for today's purposes, this will be your Q&A. You may have questions that we go, and we're going to do our very, very best to answer as many of those as we can as we go through the Q&A function. Next up, and I just mentioned this, how to contact us or how to schedule a visit. You know, hopefully you do get so excited, or you're in the middle of this and you're like, that's it, I just want to schedule that visit. We've been planning this, you know, to go out there for some time, but we haven't made the leap. This is it. You're going to dial the 800 number, 1-800-685-6494. That's going to connect you with our online sales team, an incredible team of individuals that is able to answer, you know, many of those questions, or connect you with a community rep, or schedule a visit, which is always the best way to really get that final layer of knowledge and really feel what it's like to be at one of our communities. So without any further delay, I'm going to turn it over to Veronica, who's going to share her screen and begin taking us through some of these amazing tools out on the web. Veronica, take her away.
Steve. Awesome. Thank you so much, Steve. That was a phenomenal introduction. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. You know, like Steve mentioned, we did launch our website a couple of years ago, and but one of our goals is to continue to enhance and always develop further tools, really to help you find your home easily and to also make it fun. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get us kicked off. Really quickly, just another reminder, I am going to cover a lot of information today, but if at any time you have a question, feel free to go ahead and put that in the Q&A and we'll get that answered for you, okay? So Steve, if you wouldn't mind confirming that you can see the Shea Homes homepage for me, that'd be awesome.
It's looking good, I see it.
All right, perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So you can see right away, we have our homepage here, that's sheahomes.com. Super easy to navigate. The very first item front and center is how to find your home. I'm going to come back to that in just a minute though. The next section of this page is several choices for living. So you have single family homes, trilogy resort communities, master plan communities, condos and townhomes, 55+ communities, and quick move-in homes. So again, this is just meant to get you to where you want to try and find your new home quickly and easily. Our next section is all about the Shea Homes difference. This is where you can dive deep into Shea Homes, our legacy, our history, our quality, etc. So you're going to want to spend some time here to really kind of dive deep into Shea Homes. The next section is our resource guide. So this is where you can find a little bit more information on just your next steps that you're potentially going to take as you purchase a home. You can also find a little bit more information on Shea Mortgage or learn more about mortgage products in general. We also have a home buying glossary that teaches you all of the terms that you might hear in your new home search or process. The next section is all about the Shea news and events. So this is going to cover several different topics via our blogs. You'll also see some newsworthy information here on all of our communities across the country. All right, I'm going to take us back up to the top.
Hey,
so
V,
we can
I make one quick comment? Because,
yeah, of course.
And I'm probably a pretty good guinea pig here because I tend to be a little bit sometimes of a web dummy. But one of the things I know that I've struggled with personally when you started using our website is a scrolling website. And you know, as you've seen Veronica go through or going through, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper. There's a next section, and it really does scroll through pretty easy. But I do know that from time to time, sometimes people can get confused because they don't realize that you can just scroll down. They might be looking to click on or move to another page. So it's just something that I might point out.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Steve. That's a great comment. All right, we're going to go ahead and find our new home. So the first thing you want to do is you're just going to simply click on explore our communities. It's going to list out all of the different states where we offer our communities. I'm going to go ahead and click on California. I want to find some communities in the Bay Area, but obviously you can see that you can select from any region here. So I'm going to go ahead and select Bay Area. One of the most important parts that I want to share with you is our filters. So this section is where you can really narrow down exactly what you're looking for, whether that's a condo or a 55+ community or a trilogy community. There's several different options that you can select from to go ahead and really narrow down your search. For today, I'm going to go ahead and select 55+ communities. I'm trying to find something in the Bay Area that is a 55+ community that fits my needs. So you simply select exactly what you're looking for, and then you go ahead and apply your filters. All right, so as you guys can see, we have 2 communities in the Bay Area, Kindred and Balfour, which is a Shea Homes 55+ community, as well as Trilogy at the Vineyards, which is a 55+ resort community. Before we move on, I do also want to quickly point out that in this section, you have your map that you can kind of move around, check out, what's around that particular community that I just found, shopping, dining, all of those things that may be of interest to you.
I'm glad you pointed that out, Veronica, because once again, this is one of those areas where I tend to be that person who's like, I use all the filters too, but sometimes I like to grab the map and really just start, like, what's this? And it's completely interactive, which is so cool, right? Because you can click on all the different things and kind of get some more information.
Of course, it's an important part to, your home search. You want to know what's around this particular community. Okay, let's go ahead and check out Trilogy at the Vineyards. So I'm going to go ahead and select that particular community. All right, so this is our community page. Each of our communities has a particular page where you can go and learn everything about that particular location. So right off the bat, you see some beautiful imagery. You can click on View Photo Gallery to check out even further pictures of that particular location. As we scroll down, I'm going to point out what we refer to as your navigation bar, okay? You might have noticed that it changed color. So it goes over to a nice blue color. And this navigation bar is going to follow you as you scroll down on the community. You can select any of these to jump to the topic that you are interested in, and it obviously can take you back and forth very easily. All right, so the very first part that you're going to see on the community page is the general overview for that particular community. It's really kind of a snapshot of what's available here, everything from square footage to the base price of the homes. Next, we've got 2 different buttons. So you've got your pre-qualify now, which is going to link you over to our Shea Mortgage landing page. So you can learn a little bit more about Shea Mortgage products, or if you're ready to go ahead and take the step of pre-qualifying, you can do that there as well. We also have a requested tour. I'm going to come back to that here shortly though. You can also go ahead and check out the View Photo Gallery as well here. And then you also have our video gallery. So this features several different videos on Trilogy, the Shea Homes brand. It also features videos of our member homeowners. Each of those galleries is going to vary from community to community as well.
I would comment there, Veronica. I know that our video gallery is so incredibly robust, and there's the saying that a picture is 1,000 words, then video is 1,000,000. And with the member videos that we have and just the content that's there, it's just a really incredible resource for folks to engage in that really helps them as much as possible without actually going to a community to really get a feel for what the fabric of life is like there. I think it's pretty outstanding.
They do a great job of really painting the picture of what's available at that particular community. So yeah, great comment. Thank you, Steve. Okay, so next section is just a little bit more information, detailed information on the community. And then we also have these banners right underneath that. You're always going to want to pay attention to what's here because we utilize this to kind of share important information such as a home site release or maybe an event that's coming up for that particular community. And you might have noticed I did it kind of quickly, but you can just scroll right through all of these banners as well.
Those are all sort of like the latest happenings and any information that's new or hot. Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Coming up on my favorite section of the community pages. So this is our amenities section. So this is where you can really dive deep into the fun at the community. So this features all of the incredible amenities that may be available at the Trilogy communities or our Shea Homes communities. As you can see, there's just a little description of what that particular amenity might be. We also feature our photo galleries. But one of the most exciting parts that I wanted to share with you today, and this is going to vary by location, but if you click on the Learn More link, it's going to take you over to mytrilogylife.com. That is our member homeowner website, and this is going to really give you just an immersive experience into the community itself. All of the details on the spaces, what the offering is. So as you can see here, this is Alice's Kitchen over at Trilogy at the Vineyards. So that's the restaurant at that particular community. So you can see that there's a menu. You can learn a little bit more about, food and beverage experiences here, the culinary experiences. So I think you're going to really want to spend some time here, and we hope you find that very helpful. All right, let's go ahead and move on. So the next section of the community page is all about our home plans. So these are also going to vary a little bit from community to community. In some cases, you're going to see collections with the plans. And then in some cases, you're going to simply see a suite of the floor plans. So let's go ahead and go into one of my favorite plans, which is the Mistel. Before we go into the plan, I do really want to, I want to point out a couple of shortcuts. So you have your virtual tour, which is going to be a 3D tour of the model home, and also view photos, which is a photo album of the model at that particular location. Let's go ahead and go into the Mistel by simply clicking on the picture. All right, so right away, again, some just fantastic imagery of the model. You can go ahead and click on View Photo Gallery to explore more pictures. The home plan page is going to give you a really excellent snapshot of that particular plan. All of the details that you're looking for, square footage, what's my bedroom count, what's the base price of this particular home. One awesome feature that I also wanted to point out here is the calculate monthly payment. You can go ahead and put in all of the information here. To calculate what your potential payment could be. So just a really handy tool. You'll also see your pre-qualified button again and your request a tour button as well. Here you can scroll through all of the exterior designs that may be available for that particular plan. You have your photo album once again. And now we're going to go into the home tour. I do want to let you know that we are going to spend a little bit more time here because this is an incredible tool for you to be able to learn how to use. So once I click on it, it's going to open up our 3D Matterport tour. That's a 3D tour of the model itself. So there's a couple things that you could do right away. First things first is you can simply click the play button and it's going to play a video tour of the model. What I want to spend a little bit more time on today, though, is our 3D option. When you click on 3D, it brings you right into the plan itself. From there, you select these little circles, and it's literally walking you through the model as if you're physically in the home. You can pan around and really spend some time in each of the rooms of the plan.
Yeah, this functionality is just really so amazing. It's been out there, now for some time, but it's pretty incredible. For those of you that are on that haven't spent time working with these tools, I would highly encourage it because it's just pretty amazing. It's really, in some ways, it's almost even better sometimes than actually being in the home.
That's right. I mean, if you, aren't quite ready to visit a community, or maybe you did go visit and you spent some time in that particular model and you're trying to remember some particular details about the plan, this is an excellent way to be able to do that. Another feature of the 3D plan is what we refer to as the dollhouse view. So when you click on this button here where it says view dollhouse, it's going to open this up and you can select any room and it'll drop you right into that space. So again, just a really excellent tool. All right, let's go ahead and go back into the plan. The next section is our home features. So this is, again, just a really quick snapshot of the features of this particular home. You can also download our included features for that particular plan,
which is a really, really, really common thing. I know, Veronica, that a lot of times guests and shoppers are looking for. And sometimes it can be a little bit tricky to kind of find that on the website, but a really detailed list of all of those included features there that she just shared.
And of course, you can save that, you can print it, right from the comfort of your home. Okay. This next section is our interactive floor plan. I'm going to spend some time here as well because this has some really cool tools that a lot of people don't realize are here. So first and foremost, I'm going to actually go over to the exterior designs of the plan. So you can select all of the different options that are available for the exterior. So in this case, I'm going to select elevation B, but you can also select your different color packages that are available with that design. So a lot of people don't realize that it's there, but you can take some time to kind of explore your favorite color package as well as your favorite exterior design. Now going back to the floor plan, a couple of things I want to point out here. One of the questions that gets asked pretty often of our community representatives is, what's the dimensions of the rooms? So if you hover over each of the spaces, it gives you the dimensions right then and there. All right, next item is our structural options. So you can start personalizing your home right here. So you can go ahead and select whatever options suit your needs. So in this case, I'm going to select the extended covered patio. Want to be able to spend a ton of time outside, and the flex space. Once you've made those selections, you can go ahead and click on print all, and it's going to generate a PDF of that plan for you. That way you can save it to your desktop. You can print it right from the comfort of your home, but you have it kind of ready if you're ready to come and visit and you're ready to have that conversation with your community representative and you've kind of narrowed down exactly what you want. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I'm still on the plan page, but as you can see, we get back over to the additional plans at the community. So if you're ready to check out other plans, you can do so right from this page. I'm going to go ahead and keep scrolling though. I did want to point out that on this page, you can also see if there's any available quick move-ins of this particular plan. So in this case, we do happen to have a quick move-in of the Mistel home site 3131. So we're going to go ahead and check that out really quickly here. So as you can see, it looks very similar to the plan page. The difference for our quick move-in page, though, is that it's going to feature information that is specific to that quick move-in home that is being built or is maybe ready to be moved into. You'll find additional details about the quick move-in right under our home features list. So things like what upgrades have been selected, what structural options have been selected, when is the home going to be ready for potentially move-in. All of those details are right on the quick move-in page. You can see here that we have the PDF featuring what structural options were also selected for that particular quick move-in home. Okay, awesome. Let me go ahead and get us back over to our community page. The next item I wanted to share with you all is our community facts. So this features an area map as well, so that you can dive a little deeper into what's in the area as well. So, what kind of food and dining, shopping, health services, parks and entertainment, all of that detail is right here. You can also change this map into a satellite map. I know a lot of people like to see the satellite view instead, so you can do that right on the map as well. You'll also find a little bit of information on property taxes and local utilities as well.
One comment that I might make, Veronica, and hopefully it's helpful, and just thinking about looking at the community map there and you going through some of the plans, and then separately going through, one of the available designer homes. And I know from my experience, which is substantial at Trilogy, and helping guests sort of navigate when we at some point, it is always helpful to connect with a community representative or connect with a team member, particularly when we've got focused on a certain plan, but then we need to marry it to a certain location. And you want to have what we call a new build, right? Where you have some ability to pick out options for that. So all of these things sort of working in concert together really give you a great head start in sort of thinking about, what are some of the things you'd be looking for in a lot? What are a couple, maybe 2 or 3 of the plans that sort of fit in prior to contacting that community representative, so that they can really quickly narrow it down, because all of those components really do come up to that sum total, which is that designer home. That's one that we already started and built. It's attached to a location. So any premium or lack of a premium associated would be reflected there.
That's
any
right.
options that have been selected, whether it's a garage left or a garage right, or any particular nuance of the site. So it's really, really important, because I think that so many of these things working together, they help you with all that pre-shopping before you get to the community, so that when you're there, you can really, really, really make the most of your time there and identify sort of what is going to fit in and what's going to work for you. So just something I was thinking about as you were going through there, because it is really a challenge, I know, for the guests and the CR to always find those things quickly and easily, and identify the opportunities.
It's just a great way to go ahead and get all of that detail right there. And our team does a phenomenal job of always making sure that we share as much as we can about those quick move-ins. All right, next section. Okay, this is something that you're definitely not going to want to miss as well. So let's just say that you have explored the community, you love it, and you are ready to make sure that you get all the information about it. In this section where we say, I want more info, this is where you can sign up. So super easy. All you have to do is give us your first name, your last name, provide us an email address, your zip code. The phone number is optional, but we definitely encourage you to provide that as well. Just another way for us to make sure that we're keeping you up to date. And then if you want to go ahead and select that you want to receive text messages for important updates as well, and then you simply click on sign me up, and you are now officially on the list to get information about this particular community. All right, let's go ahead and move on. This next section is all about, making a visit. So hours and directions, how to get to the community. Next is all about our events at that particular community. So if we're hosting any kind of, lifestyle event or an info session, you're going to find that information here. We also have our blogs with all sorts of super helpful topics, and then newsworthy information as well. The very last section of the community page will also feature communities that may be of interest to you. They may be right in the same area. They may be a Trilogy community. They may be a Shea community, but you're going to find other communities that may be of interest right at this bottom area here. So in this case, it looks like we have Kindred and Balfour. So we're going to go ahead and check out that community page. So as you can see, very similar to our Trilogy community pages. same overview, a little bit more detail on the community. Here you have your home plans before your amenities. One thing that I did want to point out here is that this particular community does feature a neighborhood guide. So this is going to vary from community to community. But if there is a neighborhood guide, this is where you can see what's coming up for future home releases as well as sold home sites. All right, let me get us back up to the top. So let's just say that you have explored all of these incredible communities and you are ready to come and visit us in person. So you can see here that you can request a tour by simply clicking on this button here. It's going to take you to this page where you're going to provide us all of your information. You're going to select which community you're interested in, when you would like to come and see us, and any other details that are going to be important to you to your visit. You're going to submit that, but one thing to note is that you're going to want to wait to hear from our online sales team confirming that appointment for you. So they'll either give you a call or they will send you an email confirming that appointment. All right, let's go ahead and head back so we can explore a little further.
Just another quick note there, V, that maybe helps some guests, because we have so many communities and we have community representatives that are on site, but so many times they're actually busy, out of the office, touring people on home sites, helping people walk through the model galleries, helping with all that sort of stuff I just went through. So the online sales team is so critical, and it's such a good service for you to request that appointment, because they do all that legwork for you and connecting with the community, making sure there's availability within your parameters. And then, that team, the online sales team at the 800 number, is really coordinating all of that interaction. And it's super helpful so that guests coming in, we can handle a really high volume at it. We can take all of those preferences into account and try to get them scheduled out in a way that best, fits those preferences and needs, and as quickly, as timely as possible to connect with the community team members.
Of course. Thank you, Steve. All right. So, couple of things I want to point out here before we move on. If at any time you want to go back to the homepage, all you have to do is click on the Shea Homes logo right at the top. That'll take you right back to our homepage if you want to kind of restart. But today what I want to do is take you over to our Trilogy homepage. Let's go ahead and explore that a little further. So this is our Trilogy homepage. This is where you can dive deep into the Trilogy brand, what we believe, our offering. You can learn all about our pillars: freedom, wellness, and connection. You can explore all these outstanding videos, again, featuring our member homeowners and their experiences at our Trilogy communities. We also have our Live Happier guide. This is an incredible tool that we developed to help you in your next steps as you're considering your next move. It features questions that you should consider or maybe ask of any community that you're visiting. Super easy, it's free, it's complimentary, so you can just click on download your guide. You fill out a little bit of information. You're going to download the PDF. I'm going to quickly show you what it looks like. And you can print that, you can save it to your desktop at home. But like I said, it's an incredible tool to really help you in your search and planning your next move. So we hope you take advantage of that. All right, next section is all about the lifestyle experiences and all of the various amenities across our Trilogy network. So everything about wellness and fitness, our restaurants and bars, and a little bit about our amazing resort teams as well. So you're gonna definitely want to spend some time here. All right, one of my other favorite sections, all about our national lifestyle programs. So I just want to share with you that the Trilogy National Lifestyle Programs are unique to Trilogy, and no other builder offers these. So this is a suite of programs that was developed by our resort team that is meant to offer you incredible experiences, unique experiences. So you're going to want to spend some time here really diving deep and learning about our travel experiences, our travel programs, wellness and fitness, and even our member-led clubs. The next section of the page is where you can find all of our Trilogy resort communities across the US. So just a really quick, easy glance into what communities are available and where. And you can jump to any community from here. All right, last section. So this is our video gallery. So again, this offers a suite of incredible videos that really help share our story, our brand. It's amazing because we have so many member stories and their experiences. And you're going to want to spend some time here as well. So that is all I have. I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope you learned some great tips and tricks. And with that, I'm going to take it back to Steve.
Can I, Veronica, before you stop sharing your screen, if I could take us back in time for just a quick moment and you could scroll back up to the Live Happier guide. Just one thing that I might point out in there, and Veronica, you heard Veronica strongly encourage you to check out this guide. And I know V, you worked on this. We worked with numerous team members, sales team members that have really engaged with really probably thousands of folks that have made the decision to move to Trilogy, and finding out some of the most common sort of questions that they had, separate from, what size homes do you offer and what are the price ranges? Those are all kind of basic, but really more related to questions that they had about what life would be like there. And I think in particular, that whole stage of life. And in addition to just those team members, we also engaged with a lot of people that were actually living at Trilogy to sort of get their perspective of what that search is like and what things that they know now that they might have considered or didn't consider back when they were shopping. And I think that's what makes it so valuable, because for so many people that are coming to us, you really do get in that lane where you're working really through more of the nuts and bolts about just geographically and prices and sizes and square footage. But there's these other things that may just be completely unknown to you because it's this whole shift into, this whole different stage of life. And I think that's what's so powerful about this. And I know there's a lot of work that went into it. I've talked to people that have used it. So I highly, going to double down on what Veronica shared there. Check out the Live Happier guide. It's really an incredible tool. So thank you, V. I just wanted to
Thank you.
Add on to that because I'm so passionate about it.
No, thank you. That was great.
All right. And thank you so much for that great overview. I'm going to attempt to switch back here on the screen views. Hopefully I get this right. That brings us to our conclusion. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Veronica, for all the time that you have spent and sharing with us that relatively large knowledge drop about the website. Remember that it was recorded. We will post it. You can always inquire with team members on it. If dialing the 800 number, those team members, the online sales team, they're extremely well versed on our website. So we can help you find things. We can help you explore things. And then once again, you see the 800 number here, 1-800-685-6494 to connect you with the online sales team when you're ready to make that visit, to come out to one of the communities to learn more about availability, schedule an appointment, meet some of the folks that live there, all of that. So hopefully you found it all valuable. And once again, I just appreciate you being here, and we will look forward to seeing you next time out. Thank you so much.